This planet, this cloudy planet, is the Earth. It is our home, the place where you and I live. But supposing we look away from the Earth and travel, in our imaginations, across the vast, endless stretches of outer space. There we can imagine other stars, stranger stars by far than ever shone in our night sky, and other stranger people too. People perhaps whose civilization, skill and efficiency may be far in advance of ours. Must be a rocket. And that's Major Clanger, ready to start the countdown. I wonder what sort of rocket it is. That was the best sort of rocket. A skyrocket full of stars. And of course they want to let off another one. Hit something. Look out. What an extraordinary lot of objects. Well, the only thing to do is to carry them below and try to fit them together again. If there's one thing that clangers are really good at, it's putting together bits of machinery. There, it's all done. I wonder what it is. It looks like a sort of chicken. How very peculiar. It's an iron chicken. And a very polite iron chicken it is too. And so it says goodbye and walks away. And it's nearly time for Small Clanger and Tiny Clanger to fetch the soup for the Clangers' tea. And there go Small Clanger and Tiny Clanger on their trolley, off to the soup wells to fetch a jug of soup. What have they seen? Oh, it mustn't do that. It's eating the copper trees. That's not allowed. They must tell the soup dragon. Look, it's drinking the soup, straight out of the soup pan. It mustn't do that. And it just walks away again. Whatever will it do next? It's walking through the wall. It walks straight through the wall. Oh yes, don't forget the soup. And home they go to tell Mother Clanger what they have seen. I wonder if she will believe them. Look up there! Find out! The roof is breaking! Find out! Look at that! The iron chicken is eating their tea. She seems to be enjoying it too, but I don't think Major Clanger will be pleased. Oh dear, now she's upset. She's going broody. Well, she doesn't understand. Somebody should be friendly and explain things to her. Yes, Tiny Clanger will do it. And she's brought her a present. Now, whatever is she doing? An egg! And it's a present for Tiny Clanger. And away she flies, back to her spiky nest, somewhere in the sky. If we look out at the night sky, we can see millions of stars. And the stars we can't see, we can imagine. We can imagine them any color and shape we like. But of course, we cannot hear them. This star, for instance, this serene orb sailing forever through the silence of the sky, does it ring with the music of the spheres? Or is it always silent? Or is it silent simply because just now the inhabitants are inside, safely asleep in their beds? Funny, I can hear music. It seems to be coming out of the egg. And that's tiny Clanger, and that's the egg the iron chicken gave her. I wonder what's inside it. They're notes. Notes of music. There's the soup dragon, look. She seems very interested in those notes. She's eating the music. Oh dear, only 2 notes left. What can they do with 2 notes? Well, they've planted the notes. They don't seem to be growing very fast. Yes, perhaps they need watering. Perhaps the cloud will rain on them. cloud doesn't seem to be moving. Perhaps it doesn't like being blown at. Well, there you are. It only wanted to be asked. If you look up into the sky at night, it seems quite dark. There seems to be no light there. Now this isn't quite true, because there's really plenty of light shining in all directions in space. But of course you don't see it until it shines on something. See, the outside of the Clangers planet is brightly lit by the sun. But of course we know the Clangers live inside their planet, in the caves under those lids. But their caves aren't dark. They must have some form of lighting.
Look, there they are. Those are glow buzzers. They buzz around the caves, filling those little hives on the walls with glow honey. They shine out like lamps. And there's small clanger and tiny clanger, having a discussion about glow honey. Small clanger wants to climb up and get some, but Tiny doesn't seem to think he should. You see, glow honey is very delicious, but the glow buzzers don't like the clangers taking it without asking. In fact, they get rather angry about it. Yes, better give it back. This tiny clanger is a good clanger. She wouldn't climb up and steal glow honey. But she likes glow honey, of course. There. The glow buzzer has given her a piece. What's she eating? Glow honey, of course. Ooh, the rotten glow buzzers. Small Clanger is furious. Now, where are they? Oh, they're going into that hole. Small Clanger is following them. Perhaps he'll find out where the glow honey comes from. There are caves inside the Clangers' planet that even the Clangers don't know about. Look at that. Look at all those flowers.
Oh, yes, there's a glow buzzer. Perhaps that's where they get the glow honey from inside the flowers. Yes, I wonder. Who? Yes, I think one must be very polite to these flowers. Yes, now, where did Small Clanger come in? That is rather a difficult question. He's been wandering about everywhere through these caves of flowers. He's going to have a job to find the way out.
He can ask the flowers, I suppose. But I don't expect the flowers know the way out. Well, there's no reason why they should ever have been outside their caves. There are caves and caves and caves full of flowers, and only the glow buzzers knew they were there at all. Small Clanger will just have to wander round till he finds the way out for himself. If he ever does.
Poor Small Clanger. He's lost. Hello? Glow buzzers. No, they've gone. Oh dear, poor Small Clanger. Look, even the flowers are worried about him. How is he going to get out of those caves? Ah, there's Major Clanger and Mother Clanger. If somebody could get a message to them. I hear glow buzzers. Yes, the glow buzzers. Look, they've made an arrow. Now, if one of the Clangers just follows the arrow, the glow buzzers will lead them to Small Clanger. Oh dear. She's not taking any notice. Well, yes, if she won't come on her own, they'll have to drag her. No, I don't think that's going to work.
No, all that did was give Mother Clanger a bang on the bottom. Poor old thing.
Well,
there's Granny Clanger. There's no use talking to her. She's fallen asleep over her knitting as usual. What are they doing? They're taking her wool. Look at that. They're flying away with it through the caves. And they're giving the end of it to small Clanger. What a good idea. They are very clever little glow buzzers. That was a very good idea. Thank you, glow buzzers. There you see, that'll show him the way out. That's it. He can pick up the wool as he goes along, and roll it up, and it'll lead him right through the caves, and to the end of the wool, and Granny Clanger. Oh dear. I'm afraid she's not very pleased. I don't think she's really interested in all this talk about flower caves and glow buzzers and getting lost. All she cares about is her knitting, and somebody pulled the needles out. Ah, the glow buzzers. What have they got? They brought her a little flower. Thank you, glow buzzers. Thank you. How nice. Now, is it worth doing some more knitting? No. A little nap, perhaps. Yes. Well, if she's gone to sleep again, there's no point in a flower standing about. Might just as well go home. Goodbye.
We can stand on our firm earth, on this planet which is our home, and we can look out at the vast empty spaces of the universe. We can ask ourselves, how empty are these spaces between the stars? Who can say? For years now, men have been hurling unwanted objects away beyond the orbits of the earth. And of course, who knows what other civilizations on other worlds have also been using the universe as a celestial rubbish dump. Some enterprising creatures with proper equipment could reap a rich harvest by trawling this vast, endless sea. Ah, there are the Clangers, look, ready with their seesaws. What has she caught? Nothing. Oh, the net is broken. What a pity. They'll have to go indoors and tell Major Clanger they've broken the net. Ah, Major Clanger doesn't mind about the broken net. He has made another flying machine that will fly up and away into the sky. It's ready now. Now pull it outside and try it. Now I wonder if this machine is going to work. Now it's all ready. And up it goes. Oh. Oh dear, that's not one of his best machines. So they drag it away and try again with something else. Tiny Clangers thought of an idea. They're going to talk to the music trees. Notes from the music trees. Now I wonder what they want those for. Thank you. Now she's laying them out in a line. Oh, look out. Here comes the soup dragon. She is particularly fond of music, only she eats it. Now keep her off, Tiny Clanger. Keep her off, she'll eat the notes. Well, that's got rid of her. Now perhaps they can get on with whatever they're making. One of the fat rings from the cheese trees. Now what do they want that for? Oh, I see. They're making a musical wheel. Very interesting. Now what next? Oh, I know. Fix it on there. Look, it rises. And it flies. Look out. Ah, I see what they have done. They have fixed it to the flying machine. Now I wonder if this flying machine will work. Yes, that's good. That really flies. Now for some real fishing. He's caught something. What is it? It looks like a little green fish. It's very small. Yes, quite right. That's the best thing to do with it. Throw it back. Perhaps it will grow. This is the planet Earth, our home, the place where we live. We can stand on our Earth and look out at the vast empty sky and see millions of stars shining like bright dots. And in between the stars, just empty space. But is it empty? We can imagine strange stars in the sky. Perhaps we can also imagine other things too, unknown objects too small to see from here, hurtling about in the space between the stars. What would they be like? Who knows? But perhaps some enterprising fisherman could sail his boat across this vast endless sea and cast his rod and line to catch some very unusual fish. And there is small Clanger in their musical boat. He's fishing. Missed. Comes something else. He's caught it. Very odd. Looks like a top hat. There's something in it. Come on out, little thing. Come on out. Three of them, out of one hat. They're sort of froglet things, aren't they? How extraordinary. There's Mother Clanger setting the tablecloth. There they are again. How odd. They're going into the bed caves. Mother Clanger won't like that. Come on out of there. You know, I think those froglets are just making fun of Mother Clanger. Yes, she's seen them all right. They're right next to you. Or they were, a minute ago. Poor Mother Clanger. She's quite put out by all this disturbance. Oh, soup. Oh, yes, it's soup time. Time to fetch soup from the soup wells. Here comes Tiny Clanger. She seems to be very worried about something. Perhaps she's seen them too. Well, Small Clanger is coming. Oh dear, the froglets. They don't look at all well. What can they do? Oh yes, that's right. Put them on the trolley and take them to the soup wells. The soup dragon will know what to do about them. Ah, yes, perhaps some hot soup would do them good. Yes, this will revive them. There we are. Oh. Oh, well, Major Clanger didn't stay very long. Poor froglets. They're still not at all well. They must do something. Of course, put them back in the hat. They won't go in. They all came out of the hat, but now they won't go back in it again. Ah, yes, some rather special soup. Blue and white pudding soup. Very nourishing. Yes. Yes, yes, that seems to have done the trick. And now they want some more. There isn't any more. If they want more, somebody must fetch it from the pudding soup wells. Small Clanger will fetch it if the soup dragon tells him exactly how to find the way. Very complicated directions. I hope he'll be able to find the way. Now, which way was it? Very odd. Those caves seem to be a bit crooked. Now, which way? Through there, was it? froglet. Yes, another froglet. It must come upstairs and meet the others. And they're pleased to see each other. Oh, goodbye, froglets, or whatever you are. Goodbye. If we look at this Earth of ours, this little planet where we live, we would never realize, just from looking at it, how complex and convenient the lives of the people who live there have become. One can see no factories, no roads, no cars or railways, no toothbrushes, no plastic mixing bowls. None of the millions of articles that man manufactures to comfort his short life. By comparison, we can imagine how dull and empty must be the lives of beings on other planets which do not enjoy the benefits of a modern industrial civilization. How hard and simple, and sometimes dangerous. There's something coming. Look out, get below. Wait for it. Ooh. The whole thing is smashed to pieces. But look at all that extraordinary stuff. Looks like part of a machine. Yes, and look, the pieces joined together. That piece will join onto the other piece. They could take the pieces indoors and fit them together. Now, what's Tiny Clanger doing? Oh, that must be part of the machine. They ought to take that indoors. That belongs to the machine. There, look. They fitted it together. That was quick. There it is, and that fits exactly into the slot. That machine looks more or less complete. Ooh, isn't that lovely? What is it? It's a teaspoon, of course. A teapot. Yes, a plastic teapot. Oh, poor Major Clanger. He's exhausted, he's tired out. Small Clanger can have a try. A hat. A pretty hat.
Look, Dragon, admire her pretty hat. Oh, now, what's this? Looks like a key. Oh, it fits into that switch. Oh, and it turns on the motor. A hat. A hat for Major Clanger. Very pretty. And of course they all want one. Major Clanger will make them all hats. Thank you, that'll do. Stop it now, Major Clanger. He can't stop it without the key. Stopped at last. What a lot of things. They don't want all that stuff. What are they going to do with it all? They could drop it into a hole, perhaps. Oh, perhaps not. Ah, a froglet. Perhaps the froglets can think of something. The top hat. They're going to do a conjuring trick. A woolly rabbit. Yes, but that's no good. They want to get rid of things, not collect more things. Tiny Clanger likes it. But no, there are too many things already. It's vanished. It's gone. Perhaps they could vanish other things. Yes. And that's the last thing gone. Poor Major Clanger, he's worn out. Oh, the woolly rabbit. Tiny Clanger wants that woolly rabbit. And there it is. Say thank you to the froglets. Don't forget the hat. Good night, froglets. Good night, clangers. The place is going to look a bit empty without all those plastic things. But you know, I think the clangers may be better off without them. This is the planet Earth, the home of the human race, our home. Here on the surface of this cloudy planet, you and I, our families, our friends, are working, playing, living, dying. Eating, drinking, getting married, being born, laughing, dancing, singing, worrying, and sometimes weeping, all on the outside of one small star. We can turn our eyes away from the Earth and look out at the myriad other stars in the sky. We can wonder about the lives of other creatures on other planets. Are their lives sad? Are they lonely? Are they perhaps always happy, calm and free from worries, going about their daily lives gaily and cheerfully, without ever the slightest sign of peevishness or bad temper? Ah, now, the soup dragon. Oh, dear. She doesn't seem very friendly today. Yes, he's seen the soup dragon, all right. Major Clanger will go and have a word with her. He'll see if he can find out why she's upset. Well, you know how it is, day in, day out, slaving over a hot volcano. A dragon gets fed up now and then. Soup! Soup! They want soup! Soup? Soup, please. What is she doing? She's picking the macaroni branches. What an odd thing to do. Yes, they can help her pick macaroni. They'll both pick macaroni for the dragon. There, a big pile of macaroni branches. Oh, dear. Yes, go indoors and leave her. Music. Yes, perhaps a merry tune will cheer her up. Good. Very pretty, but I wonder if she really likes music. Ah, now, Tiny Clanger is taking advice. She is consulting her friend, the Iron Chicken. The Iron Chicken will know what to do. Yes, it's the dragon. She seems to have gone all broody. She sits and grumbles. And they can't get any soup. And she has carried out masses of macaroni branches and laid them in a heap. Ah, yes, you see, that's easy. The Iron Chicken knows what that means. She'll tell Tiny Clanger exactly what to do. 1. Fetch the egg, the iron egg. 1 jewel berry. Yes. Put them all in the egg. 4 notes of music. Copper leaves. 3 drops of water. And give it a good shake. What a complicated list of things to do. Oh, here they are. They've fetched the things already. The egg, the jewel berry, the copper leaves. Now, where's the music? Ah, yes. There it is. And now, 3 drops of water. Perhaps the cloud will be kind enough. A good shake. And put it on the nest. All done and ready. Now, everybody must keep out of the way while she fixes up the machine. That's right. Everybody below. All down now. Now, there's an extraordinary looking machine she's made. Mind you, that's an exceptionally clever chicken. And very experienced with electrical devices of all sorts. I wonder what it does. It shines. It shines a greenish light. Look, it's shining on the egg. And the egg is changing. Do you see? Ah, now that's interesting. An egg on her nest. Yes, she's sitting on the egg. Switch off. It's hatched. The egg is hatched. Soup time. Come on, everybody. Soup time. And that was all she wanted. A baby soup dragon. Thank you, chicken. Good night. Good night, Tiny Clanger. And it's soup time at last. And now the soup dragon is no longer the only soup dragon in the universe. Now there are 2 soup dragons. Both doing well, working hard, and very happy.
If we go out of doors on a clear night and look up at the sky, we can see millions of stars. Bright stars, twinkling stars, dim stars. So many that we couldn't begin to count them, nor know what they would really look like if we could see them close to. But we can let our imagination wander through the universe and wonder to ourselves what shapes these distant stars might have. Would they all be plain spheres like our Earth? Or would they come in many sizes and all manner of strange and marvelous shapes? Well, we know that isn't a star. That is small Clanger, fishing from the music boat. He's heard something. Got it. What has he got? A little trumpet. A little hoot. I wonder if it plays. Tiny Clanger wants to know if he's caught something. He has, and he'll play it for her indoors. What a little noise! Ah, now, Mother Clanger is calling them. She wants them to fetch her a jug of soup from the soup wells. Ah, well, a Clanger's work is never done. The hoot, look, it's rolling. Here they are at the soup wells. That's the baby dragon's voice. What a strange noise. I wonder what that is. Ah, here are the froglets. There's that noise again. Seems to be coming from the caves. Small Clanger is going to go below and see if he can find out what it is that's making that noise. That must be the same Hoot that small Clanger found. But hasn't it grown enormous? They're going to tell the others what they found. I don't think that Hoot really likes to be left alone. Stay there, little Hoot. They won't be a minute. What a din! What a noise! What a loud thing! Major Clanger won't like that noise. Yes, be quiet. That's better. Be silent. Well, it's certainly trying to be quiet anyway. Oh, well, that has stopped it. Poor Hoot. Poor Hoot, that must be uncomfortable. There you are. Stay quiet and they won't have to gag him. Good Hoot. Good Hoot. It's landed on his nose. Quick, do something. Stop it hooting. Quick. Tiny Clanger has an idea. Very interesting. Very musical. Definitely an improvement, yes, yes. Yes, that seems to have solved that little problem. If we look at this little planet, this Earth, our world, we can see that one side of it is dark and that one side of it is lit by the light of the sun. On the dark side of the world, it is nighttime, and on the light side of the world, it is daytime. And as the world goes round, so the time of day changes for the people on the world. But only on our world. That is our day and our night. We can look away from the Earth and ask ourselves what time it may be on other planets and other stars. Not all of them go round once in 24 hours like the Earth does. Some may have short days and nights. Some may have no day and no night, just an everlasting twilight. and the creatures who live in such a world would have to invent their own days and nights, their own times for sleeping, and times for waking, for working, and for dancing. And there are the Clangers, dancing to their friend the Hoot. You remember, they filled it with notes from the music trees. Look at the time. Bedtime. Time for bed. Good night. Good night, Clangers. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. There, and they all settle down for sleep. Oh, yes, the poor old Hoot all by itself. There, that's better. Good night, little Hoot. Sleep well. Oh, I can hear music. I wonder what that is. Yes, it's louder. They're going outside to look. It's a star, a planet. I wonder if that's where the Hoot came from. Perhaps they'd better go below and fetch Major Clanger. Poor Major Clanger, he was asleep. Things falling out of it. Look. 3 Hoots. I hope they're friendly. Well, the Clangers are friendly anyway. They're always very polite to visitors. They don't seem to be very friendly, do they? The other Hoot wasn't noisy and pushing and unpleasant, so why should these Hoots be like that? Perhaps they're looking for something. They are, and they've found it. But it doesn't hoot anymore. It
makes music notes. Pretty notes from the music trees. They're angry. That's right, Tiny Clanger. That's right, make them leave him alone. That's shaken the music notes out of it. Now we'll see what sort of noise it makes. That's marvelous. And they like it. Oh, yes. Look at the time. Bedtime. Clangers want to sleep. Be quiet. Quiet. Listen. Time for Hoots to go home. Goodbye, Hoots. And away they sail, away to their distant musical constellation, somewhere in the sky. That planet, the planet Earth where we live, must be about the noisiest place in the universe. With factories and motor cars, steel foundries and television sets, all thumping and roaring and hooting and quacking away. How peaceful the rest of the solar system seems by comparison. What a marvelous place to be if one just wants to be quiet and peaceful and perhaps make quiet, gentle music. The Clangers planet, for instance. That has music trees growing on it. Tiny Clanger can come out and ask the trees for some notes and music, and they'll give them to her. There she is. Thank you, trees. Ah, there are the flowers in the flower cave. And here's Tiny Clanger come to try out the new music notes. There's one. Sing that note. Yes. And another. Very good. What pretty voices the flowers have got. I'm sure they could learn to sing tunes if Tiny Clanger taught them. Oh, hello. Somebody's calling. I wonder who it is. Oh, that's the baby dragon. He's very excited about something. Perhaps he's found a new cave. Come on, come on. Come on, everybody. Come and see what the baby dragon has found. Come on, small clanger. Look at that. A copper pipe tree. And you can play the pipes too. Listen. And those are the fruit. You don't eat them, they may be poisonous. What an extraordinary looking tree it is. I suppose they can play catch with the fruit if they want to. Look at that! They seem to be full of compressed air or something. Mind out. Yes, a bit less noise, please. Tiny Clanger is trying to tune a set of pipes. Oh, he's setting off another blowfruit. Mind out. Mind out, Tiny. Yes, that's the best idea. Tiny can try and find somewhere a bit more peaceful. Out of the way of those two noisemakers. Oh, there are Tiny Clanger's friends, the flowers. Well, they'll be interested in her new pipes. Hey, what's that noise? They're dropping blowfruit into the soup well. What a dreadful thing to do. That's right, Tiny. Go home and find somewhere quiet. They're going to do it again. Oh, the soup dragon's coming. Now there'll be trouble. She'll give them such a walloping if she catches them. Come back! Come back! Oh, I don't know. I really don't. Oh, dear. Listen, a real tune. And the flowers are singing it beautifully. Oh no, not again. Poor Tiny. Poor flowers. Isn't there anywhere on the planet they can find a bit of peace? He's a bad dragon. Major Clanger is interested in those fruit from the copper trees. They're full of compressed air. They could be used for something. That old flying machine, for instance. They could use those instead of balloons. That'd be worth trying. Well, there's the music boat. Well, I suppose if there's nowhere on the planet to practice in peace, Tiny and the Flowers will have to find somewhere off the planet. Oh, there's the old flying machine. It didn't work very well when it had balloons on it. I wonder if it'll work better with blowfruit. Well, at least Tiny Clanger and the Flowers have found somewhere peaceful at last. Yes, it works. It flies. Very good. Oh dear, look at that. They have a visitor. Oh no, go away. Oh, it stopped. I think it's broken. Down it goes. Oof. Perhaps they'll have some peace at last. Yes, pack it all away. Leave Tiny Clanger and the Flowers to play their music in peace. That planet, the Earth, is a fairly ordinary and self-contained sort of planet. The people living there don't have much to do with other planets and stars and heavenly bodies in space. That's a pity, really, because one can imagine some very odd and interesting planets and stars. The Clangers planet we know about. Nobody could call that ordinary. Far from it. Or that one, that's the Hoot planet. That one is very unusual. Well, this one, well, that's just Tiny Clanger with her friends the Flowers in the music boat. Ah, she's seen the Hoot planet. Hello, Hoot planet. And here come 3 hoots. Now for a really musical greeting. Ah, soup time. Mother Clanger is calling Tiny Clanger in. Goodbye, Hoots. Goodbye. And down they go. Down to the Clangers planet. It's always quiet on the outside of the Clangers planet, but inside, in the caves where Clangers live, it's very busy. There's small Clanger on the trolley. He's fetching soup from the soup well. Oh, something wrong? The trolley's got a wobbly wheel. Look out! Oh, dear. That soup can is heavy. I don't think Major Clanger and Small Clanger will drag it very far. Oh, there's Tiny Clanger with her pipes. What's Small doing? He's borrowed her pipes, and he's gone down a hole. Oh, the other Clangers are hungry. They want their soup. There's Small Clanger again. And now he's gone down a hole again. Now, if there's one thing Clangers really care about, it's having their meals at the proper time. They want their soup. Now, what has Small Clanger made? A rocket? I don't like the look of that. The soup's coming. Oh, well, I think it has arrived. But Mother Clanger isn't very pleased. Not surprising, really. I think Clangers like to have their soup in the proper containers. Soup in mugs. Mugs like that. Ah, now Major Clanger and the Soup Dragon are discussing a project. Ah, they're going to make some sort of engine. Yes, a pumping engine, I think. They could make a pipeline all the way from the well to the living cave. Yes, hollow copper tree stalks. You could join them together. Oh, yes, they fit together easily. What a good idea. Soup. They're still waiting for their soup. And 2 bunches of blowflute. They're full of compressed air. And that's the remains of the flying machine. What a complicated piece of engineering. And there's a pump. Yes, that's right. That's a bellows to use for a pump. Soup? Soup? When are they going to get their soup? Oh, they're fed up with waiting. I'm not surprised. What a ridiculous situation. The music trees. Ah, Tiny Clanger is making herself some new pipes. The trees are helping her to tune them. Soup time? Soup time. Yes, there's the end of the pipe. But where's the soup? Ah, Major Clanger is fixing it. Look at that machine. It works. It turns. But no soup comes out. No soup. Look. Yes. There's soup. Not very much soup. Yes, well, perhaps it'll come better in a minute. The machine is working beautifully. I think. Look out! Look out, Small! Ugh. Oh dear, it didn't work very well. No, it didn't. Oh, look out, Mother Clanger is cross. That nasty, messy, useless thing must go. She doesn't mind what they do with it, but it must go. Oh well, drag it outside. Yes, that'll do. Leave it there. What's that then? Very interesting. Yes, a tiny clanger could make something with that. She's hauling something up. It's the horn off the old recording machine. And there are her new pipes. She's putting them on the pump. A piece of string. Oh, and look, the soup dragon has brought Mother Clanger some soup at last. Listen. Music. I wonder what that is. That's the pump engine. And Tiny Clanger has made an organ. A mighty blowflute organ. Very good. Yes, now that is better. That is something really useful. If you look up at the sky at night and see all the stars and planets against the blackness of the sky, they seem silent and still. But of course, we are only seeing the very large ones. Maybe the small ones are not all round and not all silent and still. They might be any shape. They might move about. And if we had ears like clangers have to hear the music of the spheres, we might be able to hear each planet and each star singing its own song as it glides forever through space. What's that? Something fell down one of the clanger's holes. Our small clanger and tiny clanger have heard it. I wonder what it is. That's right, it's a hoot. You remember the hoots? They come from that planet, all covered with trumpets. Yes, there it is. Oh, what a noise they do make. Look, music trees, here's a hoot. And this is the pump organ that Tiny made. Hi, it speaks. It made a noise all by itself. That's meant for playing music. It plays music beautifully. A small clanger's seen something. Oh yes, it's the Hoot planet. Come to fetch the Hoot. Here they come. Very ceremonious, these hoots. They do everything to music. Goodbye, Hoots. Up you go, Hoots. Home you go, Clangers. Hey, look, the pump organ. It wants to go with them. Hey, wait a minute. Give her a chance to fix the rope on. Hey, jump off, Tiny. Quick. Oh, dear. Well, don't just run about in circles, you silly clangers. Do something. Yes, that's right. Fetch the music boat. Oh, there's a small clanger with some blow fruit. They're full of compressed air like rockets. He's talking to the cloud. I know. He's going to ride on the cloud. Yes, there he goes. And there's the music boat. Oh, hurry. Oh, it's such a slow old thing, that music boat. Oh, there she is. There's Tiny Clanger. She doesn't seem to be hurt. Yes, she's all right. A small clanger's giving that planet a good telling off. Well, he should pay attention and not go hoisting clangers about like a crane. What? Oh, look at all those. What a peculiar collection of heavenly bodies. I wonder why they've all come here. I know, they're going to make music. Oh, here comes Major Clanger, looking a bit puzzled. Tiny? No time for talking.
good, very good. And when you've quite finished deafening the whole of creation with the music of the spheres, we'll go home. Ah, yes, the pump organ is staying with the Hoots. Well, it'll be happier with them. Goodbye, Hoots. Goodbye, all you other musical planets and goodness knows what. Time to go home. And home they go. Major Clanger, Small Clanger and Tiny Clanger and the Cloud and the Music Boat. Away through the silent emptiness of space to their own planet and green soup for supper. Goodbye.